Hi, John Tui here, Solaris Knight, and Doggy Kruger, and a shout out to Action Activate. Stay tuned.
Here we come, there they go. People rise, 'cause they know we're super soldiers. We got cool clothes, you real smooth. You see our pose. Tension, energize. Let's go. Time to ride. Combine. Grease ties.
Hey, what's going on? I am here for Action Activate, and I am also here. What? You know, the big dog told me I do this thing, and I'm doing it now. This is the big dog. Hi.
Hey, it's me. I'm here.
That might have been the worst intro I've ever done. I just said intro instead of intro.
It's
All
up there.
Show's
I don't know
yours.
if it's
Goodbye.
absolute. Hey, welcome to Action Activate. I'm the Big Dog Defender. You heard Gazbot fumble earlier, and welcome to our second two-parter of S.P.D. We are on episode 7,
SPD
part
emergency.
1 of Sam. Quick little recap. We watched episode 3 through 6 on our own. We
Yes.
got to see a Red Ranger-centric episode. We got to see a Green Ranger-centric episode, a Pink Ranger, and a Red Ranger so early in the season. What are your thoughts?
I'm still liking the season quite a bit. I thought all the episodes were good. You know, I can nitpick them if we were going through them, but generally they were all good episodes. Good character development. I love the episode with Bridge, and it further made me think he's one of my favorite characters on the season so far. Yeah, I can't think of any. I could nitpick, but generally positive things. And I will say this: they reformatted Rick, the robot dog, and I miss the wacky noises he used to make. I missed all when they at the end of the episode they're like, oh, we kept a little bit of the old Rick in there, and then he leaked coolant, and I was like, oh, that was not the joke I wanted. The joke I wanted was that he'd be like cock-a-doodle-doo, you know, because I thought it gave him more personality. But other
Yeah.
than that, yeah, I very much like it. This is weird because we're kind of catching up and then waiting for each other. And this is the most excited I've been to hurry up and watch episodes like actively, like maybe more than once a week, with my limited time since
Yeah.
Wild Force.
Wow.
So I don't know where this falls in my lexicon yet, but it's definitely high. And Ninja Storm was a little bit of a slog to get through, and Dino Thunder, even though I liked it, it was still just life would get in the way, and I didn't think about it. But this season, I've been like dying to watch these episodes, but I had to wait for you, so that says something.
Yeah, I agree that this episode's great. I really like too that coming off of Beast Morphers having two kind of parallel seasons of kind of militaristic teams,
Mhm.
and where the only main difference in terms of just Ranger to Ranger is the Ranger powers being tied directly to our team in Beast Morphers versus this where it's more of a mantle,
Right.
which
Yeah,
is kind
true.
of cool.
Also, we started with 5, whereas Beast Morpher started with 3.
Correct. And the other thing I'm noticing is part of the reason I didn't like Ravi initially is because I thought he was a worse version of Sky, I think, in the back of my head.
Oh, I could kind of see that. Cause,
Yeah, because he's like, I'm a rule
yeah.
follower and I'm kind of a stick in the mud. And it's like,
Yeah.
but Sky did it better in first.
But true, but also this is what 10, 15 years ago. It's not like, and the kids watching it aren't going to be like, I remember 15 years ago when I wasn't born, so I can forgive reusing certain archetypes. But I will say on that note, I didn't dislike Ravi as much as you did initially. But I also really disliked Sky. I like the actor, but like the character, I'm like, what a jerk. But
Yeah.
in his episode, they had a blue episode too, which you didn't mention actually. And I
did-
thought,
Did I not? I thought I did.
I think you said red, whatever.
They had everybody but yellow.
They did a good job with Blue of keeping him kind of a jerk, but making him more sympathetic and more relatable. And he realized he made a mistake and stuff. And we could have done a whole episode about these episodes, but I just want to point this one last thing out. There was an episode with Jack, the Red Ranger, where he didn't want to be a leader, and then he's like, "Fine, I'm the leader," and then took it too far and became kind of a jerk. And at the end, he realized the error of his ways, and I was fine with that. I feel like going back to Beast Morphers, that's something that Devin struggled with for like a season, and they just had Jack deal with it in an episode. Maybe there's a middle ground there, but what I really love is I think it was the next episode was Blue Sky, and Jack was all like, this and that, and he's like, Jack, you didn't even care, yesterday, and he's like, well, I learned the error of my ways. But I was thinking, like, are they gonna not think about how like Jack just had these issues an episode ago, because usually they would, and they totally addressed it. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
that was So I'm really liking this season. It's this season has the job of not failing because so far it's easily top 10, maybe more, but just off the top of my head, top 10 of my favorites of all time.
So far, it's getting there, and I'm excited to keep going. Speaking of keeping going, let's go episode 7, Sam, part 1. Tell me when you're queued up, and we're going to count down per usual.
All right, I'm almost ready. And also let me know if the volume is not loud enough as you usually do.
Will do.
And I'm ready. Count it down.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers, hit
Press
play.
play. And there was a lag. It didn't work. Let's can you hear me?
I can't hear the episode.
Oh, you should restart because mine isn't playing yet, is what I was saying.
Mine's on mute. You're good.
Okay. Mine is not working.
Once I hear your music, I'm going to hit play on my end.
There it is. Sorry. I don't know what happened. This theme song's really growing on me too. I always liked it, but it's
yeah. Every episode when it's like skip intro, I'm like,
No.
Maybe not today.
This intro, the song aside, is the volume okay? By the way, not too loud, not too quiet. Okay. The intro is very modern to me. The way they have, and it was just weird to say because it's an old show, but the way they have the panels behind them and they come in sideways, it feels more modern than some of the more recent seasons, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, Ron
Do you know what I
Wasserman in his prime.
This was Ron Wasserman still?
I believe so. Yes.
I thought they had moved on by the time this one came out.
No,
but I'm not
this
even.
Course, they had a rock version that they didn't take from him, and then they did the actual intro. So he was still involved. Yeah.
Well, okay, and I do like that, but I'm not talking about just the song. I'm talking about the way it's cut together. Like, just the whole show feels more modern to me than like the Neo Saban era. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain why, but it does. It feels like a fresh take on Power Rangers, even though it's old.
Mind if I play?
I love that Bumblebee head.
You're too small. Ball. Ball?
Oh, what a cheater!
What ball? What did you do to my ball? Oh, your ball. It's over there. Man, you're a freak. You should let me play.
Hello, Sam.
Isn't it known that people have powers
That boy
on
is
this
not
world?
very nice.
Ish.
He should have let you play.
Your framing is a
No
little
big deal.
weird. You might want. Yeah, that's better.
Especially when you can do things other kids can't, like make things disappear.
That's the
Like
evil girl,
Cindy
right?
Sunshine.
That voice.
Yeah, but she's talking through her doll.
No, I know. I'm just making sure it's not just
I
another.
am so
That is horrifying.
that. I'll be your friend.
I would have nightmares about that if I was a kid, and also as an adult.
All
Yeah,
you
it's a
have to
little bit.
do is one little thing for me. And I'll even send you a criminal. A friend of mine to help. His name is Bugglesworth. And he
I hope
wants to be
they
your
go
friend
into
soon.
not right away, but at some point they explain her why she looks like a human child and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Without spoiling, they do. I love his whole Bridge's whole thing about handstands.
He should hang out with Tyler from Dino Charge.
That we're all here.
I also love that in the future
Sorry,
they still
man.
have arcade games that are,
Lost
you know,
it.
out of
No,
date
no, no,
now
no, no, no.
in the
You
present.
mean 5 years from now?
Yeah, 5 years. Oh, I guess they're retro is what it is.
Power
They're
Rangers, the odds are astronomical.
Maybe Kruger picked us because we had these powers.
Yeah, but why the 5 of us?
I'm confused.
Hello. Bridges
I
talking.
just noticed Bridges' gloves.
Back
Does he
off
always
of
wear
him,
those?
Sky.
Yeah,
I understand what he's saying.
because he takes them off when he
How
does
did we
this
get
thing.
these
Oh,
powers?
okay.
And why is it that we all ended up here at SPD? I mean, is it part of some bigger plan?
Our powers are no big mystery. Face the facts. Every one of us, especially you, is a freak of nature.
Hey, that's out
Especially-
of line, Sky.
Jack, chill. It's all right.
Yeah, Jack.
She can take care of herself.
Rangers report to Dawg
I thought
Defender.
he was just like being playful, you know, like. I'm glad that the artisan Deca Ranger Morpher has already come and gone, because I would be tempted to buy it, and I don't have the money or the space for it.
It's all right. There's always June.
What happens to June?
Morphcon.
Yeah, but if someone has it, it's not going to be retail, which was already expensive. I'm saying I'm glad I missed my chance to buy it now that I want it.
Would you get a retro one for a good price?
It depends on what a price is, the good price is. Do you know what they go for?
I love planting the seed. I haven't looked in a while, but kind of like.
I mean, I would buy one for $20 immediately, but I don't think they're going to be $20. That's
or
awesome.
maybe it's next on the list for Hasbro. They've been doing a lot of SPD lately.
A Morpher though. This is interesting. This is the first one that has started with like a traditional. Like usually it's like driving a tank or something.
I did like that 100% Sentai footage of a bunch of Japanese people running out of that building.
They're Japanese American. It's fine. This is not Japan and New Zealand. It's all America. That's the same power Sam had. Oh wait. So did Sam give him the power? Oh, I see what's gonna happen here. That's cool. That's funny. I play this video game Dead by Daylight and use the flashlight to blind the killer. It's like the exact same mechanic. I don't know if I said this before either, but like the idea that the monsters, it's like the reverse of the monster of the week. They start big and get small. I kind of like that, to be honest.
And they have their own Zords.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But then the Zord's defeated, they pop out, and everybody gets out, and they have like a street level battle.
Yeah.
Which, in terms of like amping up the excitement, doesn't make sense. But in terms of I'm more connected to the characters than the Zords.
Yeah.
It's that kid. Where? What are you doing?
He's making like flute music with his eyes. Yikes!
That was a stare of like, oh, I've seen you before, kiddo.
But the kid stared back as though he could see a mile away inside the cockpit through her
Well,
helmet.
he has no soul because he's working with monsters.
Nice save.
Well,
No
this
other
could be a
reason.
collective dream, and we're all still.
I'm half. It counts.
I was gonna say your hair's a little red there too, buddy.
Oh, dude, I have most of a soul. I don't have a whole one.
Where is she going?
I don't buy into that. Just to be clear, to any of our redheaded viewers.
What do you
My
mean
beard
there's
gets
no
very
trace
red
of
in the
the
sunlight. In
building or
case
the
you guys have
office
never
workers?
seen it on stream.
Have they become invisible? Impossible.
And dogs can talk.
I mean,
That's great.
but it did, sir.
And where is Z?
I'm not sure, sir. I am, sir.
Oh, so this is her
She
episode.
went off during
Okay.
the fight, and we haven't seen her since.
This is her two-parter, apparently.
I love that suit so much.
Show them how you made that ball disappear. I told these guys you'd do it again. You're making me look bad.
That
You're
line
gonna
read is
fight about
amazing.
yourself.
You're making me look bad.
Jax?
Hey, it's like a pretty bad scrape. You might want to wash that off.
Oh, jeez.
Look, she
I
got
don't wanna hurt
involved.
you. I just
Aren't you
wanna
happy?
talk.
Yeah, I
Boys are
told you
just
it happens before they get fully bullied. He was
Mind
just
if I put
mostly
some water on
bullied.
you? Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a commercial break, and I'm like, what is this weird slow motion power as they
Yeah.
started came down?
Come on, Sam.
Is he a friend of yours?
Wait, I thought his power was teleportation. What is
We
that?
don't know.
He's
I
sort of
think-
got an omni
I
power.
think what he does is what Magic does from or Nightcrawler from
Yeah.
X-Men, where they don't like put them into nothing, but there's like a pocket dimension that it stays in, and then he blurts them out, kind of thing.
Right, but they were kind of frozen from it as though it was a force field. It just
Awesome.
the way they're doing the effects are a little inconsistent.
Huh?
You say hungry?
Yeah.
I can relate
It's
to
really
that.
creepy. Where did everyone go?
The workers are just gone.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh,
What are those?
This is getting even weirder.
that's
You get
terrifying.
any readings from this bridge?
Everybody, all the workers are dolls. Oh, there's more
Yep.
Sentai footage. All the workers are dolls for those that can't see, like little Barbie and Ken dolls.
Excellent.
Oh, he went. The monster went through. Did each one? I assumed it was like part of a wave that he did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this episode's also about you.
Oh no. I am the monster.
There's a reason that these dolls are so lifelike, guys.
They're made by Mezco. Sorry.
Did good.
Bigglesworth gave Mora all the people she could ever want.
I don't love when the monsters talk in the third person.
Is Mora pleased?
I don't care either way, to be honest.
Overgrown ladybug.
Mora pleased.
He's clearly a
Mora
tentacle
is
monster.
one
All right,
step
let's get
away
this right.
From putting pins in your wings and melting you. in
Isn't that a
her
person? Or maybe,
collection.
hopefully it's a regular doll.
No, I think she's just
No, she's
beating him with a little mini human.
What can I do? What can I do?
The voice makes me
Very
think of
simple,
like a Muppet or
brain.
something. I can't think of
I
exactly
am a
what, but it
people.
reminds me of something.
Same.
I need people to collect. I've already collected these. So
What kind of toys do you collect? Humans.
Hey, she does have a nice display, to be fair.
Explain an episode badly. A small child instructs a
telling you,
giant
it was the
monster to
little
collect
boy who controlled
humans
the
for her
robots.
for her collection.
Can't prove that. You just saw
That's
a
not
boy
badly.
near the
That's
robot.
appropriate and
controlling
accurate.
No, it
And
makes
what
it
about
seem a
stopping
lot
the foot
scarier
soldiers
than
from
it is.
attacking me?
It's
Was
pretty
it just a
scary.
coincidence that he
Again,
was
we're watching it
watching?
as adults, but
Enough.
as a kid, this would be
Can
very
someone tell me what
scary.
we know so far?
A robot attacked the city.
A building disappeared.
But then it reappeared at the beach 20 miles away, and all the people inside the building disappeared.
Except 2, which somehow were turned into little figurines and left behind.
Which we turned over to Kat to analyze.
And that small boy is somehow involved in this.
Speculation.
It's more than speculation. That boy has powers, just like you, just like me, just like we all do.
And what if he does have powers?
Then we all have lots in common, and we should.
Correction. If he does have special powers, then that's all we have in common with him. We use our powers for good, not evil.
And what if he
Yeah.
doesn't know the
He's just a
difference?
kid, yeah. I thought they had their powers based on like the little bit I knew about the show going into the comics and stuff. I thought it was based on like they were humans but from different planets, kind of like the way Andros had powers and in space. But it makes it seem like they all come from like modern day future Earth and just are like mutants, I guess.
That's what my assumption is.
Yeah, I mean they might explain it, and in the comments, if they explain it later, don't tell us. But
Yeah. Just more of a melting pot in the
Yeah.
future.
yeah. I'm so glad I have this Megazord. It's one of my
Jealous.
favorites. It's so
Pretty
good.
great. You have this
toy
and the
specific-
SWAT version
Yeah.
and the command center. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I have 2 of the command center. One that's in good condition, one that's all busted up that I used for parts to fix it. I don't know if I mentioned this before either, but I feel like they're using less CGI or better CGI than they did in Dino Thunder. Even though it's like further along, they they course corrected a little bit.
Yeah.
This time,
Where'd they go?
I don't get it. Found them.
What?
Now what do we do?
Try to break free.
Fire!
I want to break free.
Whoa! Time to get more people.
He looks like some kind of carnival bot, like the robot, like you know what I mean, like the colors and stuff. This guy again? Come on, Sam.
I knew he'd be here.
Whoa, she's just gonna go like knock him out.
Parkour, parkour.
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of these cuffs.
Gotta get rid of these cuffs. What button did he
One thing I
press?
forgot to mention in prior episodes that I noticed, when they do their voiceovers with the Rangers, it's so over dramatic it kind of bugs me.
In this season? I mean, they always do that.
No, like worse than normal.
Come on, wait.
Like her
It's more
especially.
Dead by Daylight. He did a pallet drop. This whole episode is Dead by Daylight.
If you want me to
God,
be your friend, you have to do better than
Why would you
that.
want this to be your
Sorry,
friend?
I
It's
got scared.
terrifying.
The Power
Because
Rangers
look at his
are
knee.
really
He's
scary.
bullied by the
They're
other kids
really
because he
bad
can't
people
teleport
too.
things well.
But you are a very, very powerful boy.
It's like it's not
You
even
don't
like
have to be scared of anything.
a normal creepy doll. It's like nobody would. Where this? It was like a garbage doll that like.
Just as oh,
Garbage pail doll.
I never liked dolls.
I loved that. No,
Is
let's
it
figure out
alright
what's
if we
going
talk
on.
for a
Just
minute?
evil doll, shoot it.
You're a Power Ranger, aren't you?
It's like Han Solo seeing Darth
Yes,
Vader.
I am.
Yeah, you didn't see
I was
me.
told you're a very bad person.
You know, can't always believe dolls. Sometimes you have to make up your own mind.
Can't always believe dolls. Sometimes you can.
And you're
This acting is very reminiscent of other
Yeah.
acting on the internet, meaning it's
You know,
bad.
Sam, you and I have a lot in common.
On the
We
internet.
both have special powers.
Never mind.
And we both know what it feels like to be different. I know what it feels like to want a friend so bad that you'll do anything to have one.
That's not true. I'm different. And because I'm different, no one likes me. And I don't care.
I've said that exact thing more times than I can
So
remember.
just like,
I mean,
Is it all right if I move
he's
closer?
struggling so hard to not have a New Zealand accent and kind of succeeding.
No, stay there.
You lied. You're not different like me. You have friends.
Oh, don't. Okay, I was really worried it was all gonna fall on him. They'd be like, "Oh no!" I was okay. I'm okay with that.
Got it. He's at a junkyard by a river, and I saw the word gold.
Gold's junkyard. Down by the river.
You know, Sky, you are good.
There are bigger
Bridge
things
is
at work here
low-key
than just
savage.
This boy.
Commander, I need to get him before he gets himself into bigger trouble.
I'm going with you.
No,
Jack will go with you. Go.
What if Doggy is not from space and he's a human whose power is he's just a dog?
I was looking through the
Yeah.
personnel files of the building. These two had identical twins working in the same building.
Someone is collecting people, sir, by turning them into dolls. And since they had one twin for their collection, see, they didn't need the other.
And there's more. I've been monitoring the vital signs
Two
on the
identical
dolls.
twins in one building?
You don't have multiples of figures to kind of collect your
Yeah, what?
Boom. Sir, I think we need to do something. And fast.
There. 1,000, 2,000. Do not insult me by counting it. It's all there.
I love how like they're so upfront about Broodwing just being a money-hungry bounty hunter.
Yeah, I also like his design a lot. I like a lot of the designs. They're not just the standard like ones you see all the time. They're like, I don't know. Like Broodwing, he's got like he's like a bat, but he has like a helmet that's like an aquarium.
I
Like,
will turn you back into what you were when I found you. Enough! I have destroyed planets for less. Broodwing, help me. Do you have anything that will shut her up? Appease her.
Mora, this is for you.
Good.
Glad to help out, Emperor.
when she solves it, the Cenobites will come.
So nicely. Cindy Sunshine, and I thank you very much.
It isn't easy invading a galaxy and raising a child.
I just realized his brain's exposed.
I was
like
gonna
Lord
say
said.
the exact same thing, because that shot made it super clear.
Oh, just a kid hanging out at the dumpster. Gold's junkyard, by the way.
Gold's junkyard.
By the river.
Yeah. There's a van there, too.
Is that
the
Chris
guy living
Farley?
in it. Yeah.
What's his name? Nat
I specifically didn't say it because I couldn't remember.
Who's that?
Matt Foley.
This is Jack. He's an old friend. Kind of like my brother. He's like us. He has powers too. Show him, Jack.
He just farts real loud.
I actually don't remember his powers.
Phasing.
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da!
Or in this case,
So he has
facing.
powers. So what?
Sam, we know what it's like being you.
You can phase through things.
We know
What's
what
the
it's
big
like
deal?
being different,
Yeah.
and we know what it's like
They
being
just
alone.
announced that Jack's
No,
actor
you
is going to be at
don't.
MorphCon, actually.
You have each
Yeah, I
other.
saw.
Yeah, but not till we found each other.
He's on a new show, too.
Now
On
you found
one
us.
of the streaming services.
Oh, nice.
Sam, you have a very wonderful, wonderful gift.
You're an
Let's make
Omega
it
level
good in the
mutant.
world.
Sorry, wrong franchise. You're.
Not destroy it.
I find it hard to
I
believe
know
this
what
is
that's
going to be a
like, too.
two-parter. It feels like we're almost
can help
done,
sort it
you
out.
know?
Look, Sam, look who I brought back for you. Cindy Sunshine, good as new. Now let's go have some fun.
Cindy
You know
Sunshine.
who's telling you the truth, Sam.
Oh, sure. This from the girl who fried me.
The talking doll, yes.
Yeah.
Kids are so
And
impressionable.
The thing is, I understand in the beginning where he's desperate, but now he's like effectively meeting superheroes. And they're like, we'll be your friend. We have powers too. And he's like, no, I don't trust you. This monster and horrifying doll.
Why don't you come and play?
I like him.
Yes, that figure is available. I like how there's different tiers in the henchmen.
Yeah, me too.
Like, wasn't there
Just
like
like an
a blue
SPD.
one or something in the?
Like, yeah, they crushed him like a can and then brought him back. And I think he's probably still around. We're just not seeing him.
Yeah.
That was a really good fall. Like, to the point where I'm like, I feel like the stuntman got hurt there a little.
Oh, Cal Explosion #1.
Quick phase. Nope.
This isn't working. Plan B. S.P.D.
It should always be Plan A, by the way.
Escalation.
Oh, fight something? Oh, I'm gonna morph so I don't take as much damage and can hopefully.
I mean, they don't have
mitigate
Zordon's
this
rules,
like
but maybe it's like the equivalent, like police procedures, or like it uses up energy, so they have to save it. Like they haven't explained it, but I could easily headcanon it because of the type of season it is.
So the cool thing about their swords is it actually, I'm
They're
forgetting the name.
Yeah, the police
but
baton.
But it's got the little hook that the ones used by the Japanese police use, and it's essentially like a sai, like Raphael uses, but only one side. So
Because it has like a
hook the
disarm,
joints.
so you hook
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I noticed that in the last couple when I was watching. That was a cool thing.
I noticed that it was a police baton. I didn't realize it was specifically a Japanese one, so good pull there.
It has a name, but I don't remember.
Japanese police baton. That's weird.
SPD Japanese police baton.
Yeah. This makes me feel like a fighting game where they're calling in assists. You know, they're just like switching off. It's very rare you see just 2 on 1 like this.
Ooh, that was a good little combo there.
That's enough.
Why doesn't Jack... There you go. Start
Yeah, I was
shooting.
gonna say. This is the team that I believe started the Gunsman battles.
Smart.
Actually, it could have been in space. They used theirs a lot.
Oh yeah, and Time Force too. Yeah, you're wrong there.
He's too
Words have no meaning.
You are through.
I'm liking this kid less and less.
He's like so conflicted, but I don't understand why there's any conflict at all.
I did like the. Oh, it's a kill shot! It's a kill shot!
Leave him alone. He doesn't want to go with you, Ranger. Tell her, Sam.
Oh no!
You know what would be really helpful? 3 or more additional Rangers.
Yeah, but if they call him, then Sam's gonna be like, "You have friends. I don't trust you."
It doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't.
That kid became dead to me the second he walked away.
Why play with a child when you can play with me?
That voice
I like
actor
this guy's
sounds
voice.
really familiar.
Me too. Me too. But not even necessarily a Ranger voice. Like, I wonder if he works on like a cartoon or something. Well, we could easily look it up, or somebody in the comments will tell us. Oh, aren't it James Galen? So that's his name, is James Galen, but I don't recognize the name. Oh no, it just went right into it. Okay.
Oh darn! I guess we'll keep watching.
So that was Sam Part 1.
Oh, I'm Joe.
What?
I just let mine keep playing.
Well, you should stop it. That was because even if we're gonna watch the next one, we got to end the episode.
Yeah, it's fair. Hey, so this is great. I really want to watch Sam Part 2. So,
it's not a bad episode, but I feel like depending on what happens at Part 2, it did need to be a 2-parter. I don't like, unless something crazy happens, it just feels like a regular episode that's sort of giving character development to Z and
that was just elongated.
Yeah, so in a way, this is my least favorite episode yet. Not because it's even necessarily worse than some of the others, but just the kid's not great, and it's, you know, it doesn't need to be a 2-parter. But that being said, I still enjoy it. I'm still riding high on the SPD. I want to see where they go with it. I guess also I came into it with unreasonable expectations because, like, people gave different suggestions of how we should do it. In the end, we were like, well, let's just do all the multi-parters because those are going to be like the big milestones. And as of yet, this isn't much of a milestone. Unless something happens, it's like, oh, it's just 2 regular episodes that, you know, happen to be a 2-parter.
Just 2 regular episodes going out in the season. 2 wild and crazy episodes.
No, regular episodes. You're doing 2 wild, regular. But yeah, no, I liked it. I'd give it a thumbs. Or how are we doing these anymore? Thumbs up, letter grades. What are we even doing? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I think this is fine.
You want to simplify it? Let's simplify our rating system. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs neutral.
I'm going to go neutral because it's all contingent on part 2.
Oh, that's a really good point. I will, yeah.
The orange guy's awesome, and I'm loving this fight.
Yeah.
I hate that kid.
Yeah.
The monster collecting dolls is kind of cool. So it's literally like balanced, like all things in the universe should be.
I'll go with you and I'll say neutral, but if the part 2 is equally good / bad, I'll go thumbs up because there's more good than bad, I think.
Yep.
So I'll give it a thumbs up conditionally. I'll give it a thumbs up, but if part 2 is garbage, then it might go down or
so
neutral.
Retroactive thumbs
up.
up.
Yeah. But for right now, I'll give it a thumbs up because there's more good than bad.
So find out next time what we think about part 2 on Action Activate.
Well, that's right, Big Dog. We're going to be bringing the action. We're going to be activating, and you're going to be watching, but not right now because right now it's time to retire and move on and
to the power.
To the power. And you're the Big Dog, and I'm Gazbot, and I'll do end credits.
Yep.
The ending was almost as bad as the beginning, and now I'm looking for end credits. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
You know what? That's how we feel. We've been.
How do we feel again? What were you saying?
We've been saying such high praises for SPD that this episode's like, it's kind of whatever. Oh, the intro was kind of whatever. Oh, the outro was kind of whatever. But you can always count on us to talk through our own credits.
Not always. You can never count on us for anything, really.
That's fair. You can count on us to, say words. Whether or not they make complete sentences, that's up in the air.
Or if they have meaning on a planet under the Cape of War.